Good evening, everyone. Come on. Yeah. Good evening and welcome to the 2015, good agility there, 2015 Spring Sports Awards Ceremony. Just want to start off the evening by giving a few thank yous to everybody. First, would like to thank the Booster Club. The Booster Club is the volunteer organization that supports the athletics program, and without their support and without all that they do throughout the year, my job would be a lot harder. I'd probably make a lot of mistakes, and that would ultimately affect the kids' experience. So I want to personally thank them for their volunteerism and being on the ball at all times. I'd like to thank the administration, Dr. Girardi, Mr. Karajanis, Mr. Mila for their support. They've pretty much allowed me to run the program. How I believe it should be run. We tend to align ourselves in philosophy, so things work really well, and they have the best interest of the kids in mind, and that's why I'm here. So I just want to say thank you for their support. Next, I want to thank the coaches that are sitting behind me. They're the ones that put in most of the effort throughout the season. They're there during practice, but they're also there planning practice. They're there thinking about the kids and strategizing and finding ways to win, finding ways to get kids to improve and motivate kids. And without their efforts, again, the kids would suffer, and I really think, having gone to AD's meetings and listening to all the ADs complain about their coaches and how they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, I really feel lucky to have this group behind me. So I just want to say thank you to them. Next, I want to say thank you to the parents. The parents are the group of people that I respect the most. They're the ones that entrust us with their kids, and they're advocating for their kids the best way they know how. And it's been a pleasure to work with all the parents, and I appreciate their sacrifice. Sports is a very emotional, very tolling activity, and I think we work well together. There's obviously sometimes that we don't agree, but I think we are professional about everything, and I'm glad to be here and to take care of your kids the best way I can. So I just want to say thank you. And last but not least, I want to thank the student athletes. You all know that you hold a special place in my heart. You hold a special place in the coach's heart. I think you guys are special people, but you also know that I hold you guys and girls to a higher standard, and for the most part you meet those standards and exceed those standards. And I enjoy watching you day in and day out work hard and try to represent the town with pride and honor. So I just want to say thank you for all your hard work. And with those thank yous, I just want to move on and introduce Miss Egan from the Booster Club to say a few words.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spring Sports Awards Banquet sponsored by the Booster Club. The Booster Club's had a busy year. Tonight you'll see varsity letterman jackets and trophies awarded by the Boosters through money that was raised at the concession shack and trophy sponsorships. So remember that when you're up there and support the shack. We were really lucky to be able to provide a brand new Tiger mascot costume to the school this year, as well as a number of contributions for new uniforms, equipment, and we're pleased to announce this year at graduation we had a an increase in funding, so we're going to put $2,500 out there this year at graduation for scholarships. A large part of that was due in thanks to Staples, who put forward, Gail Jacobson wrote to them and received a grant of $1,500, so that was very generous, and our seniors will benefit from that this year. So to make all this possible, we have to thank all the volunteers who've come forward to work the shack and come to the meetings. We saw a lot of new faces, and we're always liking to see that, so we want to see more and more of that. We'd like to keep the stand open all the time, but we need people to help out. So remember that in the fall, please. If you haven't volunteered yet, when the emails come out, don't just delete, maybe sign up for a shift or two. And if you don't have time to volunteer and it's just not your thing, we always love to have trophy sponsorships, and you can reach any of us through the link on the athletic website. Before I end, we have a couple of key Booster Club members who are retiring this year, and I think we should acknowledge them. Their kids are graduating, and their last of their kids are graduating, and they're done. So first of all, I'd like to thank Molly Frank for keeping us organized and on the record. She served as the Booster Club secretary for a number of years, and we're really going to miss her next year. And then there's Mary O'Callahan, who took on the task of keeping that shack fully stocked and ready, all sorts of good food for everyone to buy, and that's a lot of work. So we're really going to miss Mary also. Thank you, Mary. And lastly, but not least, Karen Dumont, who served as our hostess and volunteer coordinator for a number of years also. We're going to miss her. So thank you, Karen. And actually, I would like those ladies to come on up here and receive some flowers. Are they here? We are still looking for a secretary. We've got some volunteers who come forward to replace some of these positions, so if anyone wants to help out, please let us know. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to get going. Thank you.
Before we continue, I just want to really quickly give out these Erickson's gift cards. The Booster Club donates these to encourage participation. This year, we're doing it by seat number, okay? So if you are in row D, seat 5.
Seat number's on the edge of your chair.
Row D, seat 5. So it should be the 4th row.
Over here somewhere. Row D. Look on the arm.
The seat number is on the arm. On the seat.
The edge of the seat is
There we go. Nice job.
There we go.
Little critical thinking skills going on. Next up, row C, seat 8. Row C, seat 8. There we go. All right, stay tuned. We got 4 more. Not right now. All right, so the next part of the program is we'd like to present the eligible student athletes with letter jackets. The letter jackets are purchased and provided for by the Booster Club. To earn a letter jacket, you need to participate and be on the varsity team for 5 seasons or be a part of the same sport for 4 years. So it's an accomplishment to get these jackets. They are donated by the Booster Club. So would the following people please come up to get their jackets? First up, Emily Thayer. Next up, Emily McNulty. Next up, Brittany O'Neill. Next up, Margaret Fitzsimmons. Next up, Lucy Cristantelio. Did I get it right? Lucy? Did I get that right? How do you say it? I always say her name wrong, I'm sorry. Jeff Umbrell. Brandon Chen. Philip Gubala. And last but not least, my man, Kevin Newey.
We good?
Yeah. All right, and just another note for the awards jackets, what usually happens about 6 to 8 weeks within the season, I send an email out to the kids and put announcements in, and it's their duty to come see me. So if you do deserve it, you did earn it, make sure that you listen to the announcements and you come see me, all right? Now on to the next portion of the program, which is the presentation of the certificates and All-Stars. First up, girls track.
First of all, on behalf of the spring coaches, I would like to thank the Booster Club for another evening of celebrating our athletes here at Maynard High School. I hope that the kids realize how fortunate they are to have the support of so many people. In very few schools do you get your jackets. You need to pay for them. So it's the hard work of these people that keep the money coming in so you guys get these jackets as a reward for your hard work. Congratulations to all the spring coaches and their teams for successful seasons. A big thank you to the track parents. Track is one of those crazy schedule sports with afternoons, evenings, and weekend meets. Thank you to Carl Nyholm, Jeff Andrews, Steve Webb, Jeff Paterno, and Kevin Caruso for all they have done throughout the season. Also, a heartfelt thank you to Laura Tardivo for always having my back and for taking such good care of our girls. Where are you at? There. Now for the most important part of the evening, I'd like to introduce you to my seniors. Girls, please stand up when I call your name. Our two captains, sprinter Margaret Fitzsimmons and middle distance runner Taylor Thompson. Thrower Annabelle Dentino. And our foreign exchange girls, thrower Anakin Burke, well, now I have to look at it now. Anakin, tell me your last name? Burkhog. Anakin Burkhog. And sprinters, Martina Hong and Maria Mortensen. Some of these girls have been with me since 8th grade. Each one of them brought something special and unique to this team, and we'll miss them next year. Thank you, ladies, for your dedication to the sport and your team. Now, if you would be so kind, captains, to help us give out these certificates so it doesn't take us forever. Oh, just give me a bunch. All right, you ready? Mariana Panakis, Anakin Burkhog, Liza Caldecott, Janelle Carr, Ashley Chasen, Annabelle Dentino, Emma Fitzsimmons, Margaret Fitzsimmons, Olivia Massaro, Nora McCarthy, Kayla Rabel, Olivia Saperstein, Brenna Smith, Shannon Smith, Rachel Thompson, Taylor Thompson, and Catherine Wilkins. These are our varsity people over here. Just hang in. Okay, and then we have Maggie Brennan, Isabella Angelone, Pammy Loren, Erica DeMessa, Maria Mortensen, Cassie Mutters, Chloe Nichols, Celine Celestino, Shay Peterson, Brianna Paliki, Kayla Proya, Alyssa Ray, Gabby Roman, Roxy Pinson, Martina, again? You're so special, Martina. Erin Flynn, Delia Donovan, Katie Den, Margaret Benambo, Peyton Corvo, Ella DeMessa, Alisa Farad Machado. You guys can go to this side too when you have your certificate. Jackie Celestino, Grace Longo, Sophie Copley, Grace Deneen, Kayla Heidemann, Celia Lavosi, Brianna More, Emma Rubio, Katie Stramaglia, Kayla Jean-Pierre, Dorothea Wall, Carolina Villapena, Patricia Tamale, Maeve McCarthy, Brianna Lazard, Rachel Harpin, Kelly Flynn, Emmy Tamino, Jordan Tucker, Megan Thompson, Rosella Sleuth, and Nina and Sigmund. I hope I got you all, girls. Hey, Nina, I have yours. You get 2 additions. Okay, and this is your 2015 girls track team. Guys, we're good. We're good. We had a lot of great things happen this season. We had records broken, we had some great matches, and one of those things is we had 4 All-Stars, 4 girls chosen to the All-Star team, and they are Brenna Smith. She won the 400 hurdles at the league meet. Annabelle Dentino, who won the javelin at the league meet. Ashley Chasen, won the discus, second in the shot put. And Shannon Smith, who placed in all 4 of her events at the league meet. Awesome job, ladies. Okay, you can go now.
What do we have next?
And next, it's my great honor to present the boys' track coach, Kevin Caruso.
All right, I just want to say thank you to Brenda and the other coaches that coach track with me, particularly Carl Nyholm. He takes care of the throwers, and he does a phenomenal job. He's a great role model for all the throwers. Steve Webb is an instrumental volunteer. You can always count on him to run the kids really hard. He comes from a military background. Laura Mistardivo and Jeff Paterno, we all help each other. We all share the track, and with my multiple roles, I often have to lean on them to pick up my slack, so I just want to say thank you to them. Next, I want to thank the seniors, most of whom I've been with for the last 4 or 5 years, some even maybe 6 years. Captain Jeff Umbrell, Connor McCarthy, Eric Frank, stand up. I'm going to steal Brenda's idea and use you guys to pass out certificates. Yeah. The again, also, having multiple roles, I rely on the captains to get things started and make sure things are going smoothly. Also want to thank a couple of people that just came out this year that I've been trying to get out for the last couple years. Riesel Sage, Brian Kiley, Danny Hughes. They're first-year seniors. They jumped right in and did a great job and worked really hard. And then, obviously, last but not least, Kevin Newey, if you want to come up here. Kevin is, one of those kids that you can count on for a good laugh. Does his best, and doesn't necessarily complain about the work that you ask him to do. So, just want to say thank you to all these captains and seniors for their hard work. Just real quick about the track season. I say it every year. Track is a tough sport. I've coached football and basketball, and I played all other sports. And I really think track is a tough sport because it requires a lot of individual effort. You really can't motivate a kid by saying, oh, if you don't do this, you're going to let the team down. It's if you don't do this, you're going to let yourself down, and you're not going to do your best. And Coach Nyholm and I always just preach to do your best, reach your personal goals. And there's really not much a coach can do to motivate someone internally to do their best every day. So I have a high regard for the track athletes that come every day, committed, and run. I don't really, my people that think running is fun is very minimal. So they come and they do something that's hard, it's painful, and if it doesn't hurt, then you're not doing a good job. So just want to thank all the athletes for their hard work. As far as the season goes, again, the kids did really well. Let me just find my notes here. We were 4-3. Top scorers: Jared Cormier, Eric Frank, Zach Uglovich, Paul Simeone, Brian Kiley. They all performed very well. Special congratulations to Mike Ford for breaking the high jump record at 6'3". He's a sophomore, first year, so we're looking for great things coming from him. Mike Ford, Paul Simeone, Brian Kiley, Dante McPherson, Jared Cormier, Eric Frank, Zach Uglovich all qualified for the state qualifying meet. So that's a great accomplishment. Congratulate them. And now we'll just call up and recognize all the athletes. Like the girls, we have a lot of kids who just want to hold your applause. Patrick O'Neill, Owen Hale, Isaac Alexander, Jose Zia, Justin Wilkins, Josh Darnalis, Victor Roman, Adrian Roman, Aiden Rappaport, Ferguson Pierre, Chris Pagan, Joe McDonough, Joseph Lavosi, Anthony Lapusada, Lucas Koskinen, Ryan Kennedy, Peter Jones, Sam Jones, Jake Hills, Philip Gubala, Ian Fowler, Peepo Fitzsimmons, Thomas Early, James Conroy, Jake Patasso, Mike Berlione, Brennan Angelone.
That was. Yeah.
Those were the JV athletes. Next are the varsity athletes who received at least 3 points over the season. Mike Ford, Thomas Brennan, Liam Caldecott, Vincent Chen, Jared Cormier, Matt Early, EJ Fitzsimmons, Mike Foley, Eric Frank, Benjamin Grotnes, Daniel Hughes, Brian Kiley, Reese Lesage, Connor McCarthy, Dante McPherson, Charlie Newhauser, Kevin Newey, Jack O'Mahony, Stephen Peterson, Akram Samkula, Paul Simeone, Andrew Skavikas, Thomas Smith, Zach Uglovich, Mike Yates, and Jeff Umbrell. Did I miss anybody? To your 2015 boys track team. Thank you very much.
Just put them down there.
We also were lucky enough to have some from All-Stars, and I'm not sure if Brenda said it, but usually with the league meet, if you place first in your event, you automatically get an All-Star award. So as I mentioned before, Mike Ford, 6'3", record jump at the league meet, winner. Nice job, Michael. Nice job. We had a few at-large spots, and I nominated Eric Frank, and he received the at-large spot. Eric Frank. The next four winners, they won the 4x4 at the league meet. And it's an interesting story. You know, if you remember the track parents, it ran a little late, and people were leaving, and we were scrambling to find some runners. And I asked a couple people dodged me, a couple people ran off to find some replacements people. And but we finally got a team together, and I guess I probably won't be coaching track anymore, but I really missed the key motivation, which was I said to them, if you win, I'll buy you a pizza. And I really never seen Brian Kiley, Liam Caldecott, Andrew Skavikas, and Reese Lesage run so fast for one lap just for that piece of slice of pizza. So I just want to call them up and congratulate them on being the All-Star. Yeah, nice job. All right. That's it for me right now, but just want another intermission. Row C, C25, Erickson's gift card. Peepo. No, Peepo? Oh, wait. Nice job, people. I probably should take that back for all the trouble you gave me, but. Row E, C12. Row E, C12. Row E. Should be in the middle. No one's in the middle? No one's sitting there? How about Emma Fitzsimmons? Standing right there. By default, closest to the seat. There you go. Nice job. All right, next up is going to be softball. Megan O'Neill and Miss Bradley.
All right, hi everyone. Just have to say it's really nice to be here at an awards ceremony when our season's actually still going. So good job, girls, for that, making playoffs this year. Good job. Before I introduce the team, I just wanted to thank some people here, obviously the boosters, the school, the athletic department, especially Kevin, for getting all 18 games in this year when it looked like we probably wouldn't even be playing 10 with all the weather, so thank you for that. I'd like to thank Coach Bradley for not only doing a great job with a very young JV team this season, but because of what she did with the teams the past couple of years, my kids were ready to win this year, so thank you. And last, thank you to the parents and the family members for supporting the players, not just by showing up at the game, but all the drive to practice, all the expensive equipment, and just the Mannings for providing all the water for us. And yeah, thank you for that. And basically just making my job easier because they're a really great group of girls, so that's all you, so thank you for that. So let's talk a little bit about the team. This year we went 12-6, and that might be the best record in 15, 20 years or something like that. So, I wasn't quite sure how we'd do this year. I saw the first week of tryouts and I thought we had a lot of potential, but there was something a little bit different about this team. They wanted to win. They really gave it their all every single time they were on the field. They were just very feisty, and it almost seemed like they hated every team, which is a good thing. and our first 3 games, we won by 1 run, 2 runs, 1 run, something like that. And then they just started getting the confidence, and they just knew they were going to be a playoff team. And I knew it too after seeing them that first game. So nice work, ladies. All right, so let's. Just want to say something about my seniors quickly. So seniors, if you can stand up when I say your name. So number 1, I have Lucy Cristantiello. This is Lucy's 2nd year on the team. And just speaking about the really hardworking, tough attitude of this team, the first game, she saved our team by a ball which just smashed at her, and she just sacrificed, threw up her arm, and I think I would have dove out of the way, quite honestly. It was scary, and it's one of those things where the whole team was just saying, you got to do better to beat us, and I think she set the tone for the season, and just sliding catches, she just played a wonderful outfield and was a great leader, so thank you, Lucy. We also have senior Wendy Brennan. This is her 2nd year on varsity as well. Wendy was a designated hitter for most of the year, and basically every time she got up, I just felt like she was going to get a hit. She always made contact nearly every time up. She had over a 300 average. She had several games where she came up with the big hit. Most recently, remembering St. Bernard's, we were tied 6-6. She came up with 2 runners on base to hit them both in for us to win, and she was just very clutch that way. And also, I can't say enough, but another great leader as well. And last senior we have Megan Ostakalnis. I got it. This is Megan's 4th year on varsity, so she was there from the beginning before I was here. Meg, she played left field. Last year we moved her to second where we needed her. This year we moved her back to center because we needed her there as well. And I wish I could just clone her because she just does a great job everywhere. But this year as well, her hitting was just phenomenal, big improvement. She ended up batting over 350 and came up again with a lot of big hits in key situations, stole bases, and was just overall offensive and defensive contributor. So great job, Meg. I'm going to just give out the awards now, or the certificates now. And underclassmen, I'll talk about you when you're seniors, so, all right. Okay. All right, so first off, we have Megan Ostakalnis. Oh, sorry. Next is Wendy Brennan. And Lucy Cristantiello. All right, get ready, ladies. And juniors, Brittany O'Neill. Emily Thayer. Oh, and a quick timeout, Franny. We don't have one. We didn't actually play, but Franny tore her ACL right before the season started, and that was a big loss for us, but she's still part of our team, just like anyone else, and supporting us every game. So Franny, thank you. All right, thank you, Franny. All right, our sophomores, we have Hannah Coleman. Caitlin Fields. Emily McNulty. Stasha Manning. And our freshman, Alyssa Ehrenfried. Ariana La Posada. And Sammy Dayhill. All right, that is our varsity softball team. You're good.
These are after.
I don't know.
You can help hand out my certificates. What?
Okay, you did this after.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have Coach Bradley for our JV softball team.
Hi, everyone. I want to do a couple quick thank yous. Thanks to the boosters. Thanks to Kevin Caruso. Also, shout out to Jeff Mila for helping us and letting us have 7th graders play on JV this year. We had a situation at the beginning of the season where we didn't have enough players to field a JV team. And we were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, and he graciously allowed us to have 7th graders play and was really flexible with letting them leave early for buses. So we really appreciate that. This was kind of the season that never started. We had a lot of snow. We were shoveling the field at the beginning of the season. We were inside for quite a few weeks. We had games at the beginning of the season canceled. But we made it. We played some games. This team grew and developed so much over the course of coaching them. Excuse me. And we worked together, we communicated, the girls really bonded. This was definitely like a really tight-knit team. And we won our first game towards the end of the season, but it was a big win. It was 20-5, and all the girls contributed to that game. And it was really special. I think it was a good sign of the future for the team. I want to recognize a few people. Caitlin Gargas, our pitcher, she's an 8th grader, so she pitched pretty much every game for us and was really solid on the mound, and I definitely think she's one to watch for the future. I also want to recognize Josephine Roksvåg. I've been practicing my Norwegian for that. She's an international student, and she came to us this year without even ever having picked up a softball glove or seen a softball game, and she was an integral player for pretty much all of our games, and I think she added a lot to the team, so I want to recognize her as well. She's one of our seniors. You can stand up, Josephine. Yay! All right, and now we'll distribute the certificates. For sophomores, we have Alana Atkinson. She's here. These are not in order. I won't announce your grades. Jordan Cedeno. Erin Coleman. Caitlin DeCola. Oh, you are here. I didn't think you were here. Macy Dufour. Erin Egan. Caitlin Gargas. Sydney Jacobson. Nicole Jones. Oh, she's not here. Megan Lent. Anna Manning. Allie Morgan. Josephine Roksvåg. Lauren Doucette. And Rachel Borman. Congrats again to the JV softball team. Okay, more Ericksons, woo. Row B, seat 13. B13. Anyone? What do we do if there's not? No one. Oh, there's someone. Yay! Okay, E28, row E, seat 28.
Good evening. Coach Stu could not make it tonight. He's at the League All-Star meeting, trying to get some of our boys on the All-Star team. Maynard Baseball posted a 14-6 record this season. The boys battled all season long, and actually we entered the last league game of the season against West Boylston with an opportunity to win the league championship. Unfortunately, we lost in a 5-2 close game, but the boys gave a valiant effort. This season we played our toughest non-league schedule in recent years, including the likes of Austin Prep, who's a top 25 team in the state, Oxford, Northbridge, Burncoat, and Frontier. The boys were very competitive in all but one of these games, proved that they can play in a very elite competition. We were led this season by seniors captains Brenda Dyer, Zach Borman, want to stand up? And seniors Aaron Jacobson and Shane Rhodes. We begin state tournament play this Thursday as the number 6 seed, opening at home versus Advanced Math and Science, the 11 seed. Obviously, we appreciate your support. I'll now announce the players. Captains, you want to come up? Starting with junior varsity, Mario Seeley, Nick DeCastro, Jared Doucette, not here, Stephen Gargas, Ryan Henderson, here, Owen Lawton, Timmy Lawton, Declan Mahoney. Kyle Morgan. Devin Nolan. Aiden O'Brien. Cole Puntoni. Isaac Wagner. Josh Wagner. And Chad Whitney. Varsity, Brett Usher. Brett Usher. Shane Rhodes. Jeremy Rappaport. Aaron Lucas Jacobson. Alex Longo. Alex Kusich. Thomas Geiger. Matt Geiger. PJ Falzone. Brendan Dyer. Juan Duran. James Connor. Not here. Tyler Cedeno. Zach Borman. And Thomas Oxtacolinas.
There you go.
Your varsity baseball team.
Thank you. Guys, great season, guys.
All right, you get off. I just got announcements to make. I've just heard from Stu through text message. League All-Stars represented Maynard Tigers, Brett Usher, Tyler Cedeno, Zach Borman, and co-MVP of the league, Brendan Dyer.
Coach Hales, you want to come down? No? All right. I'm Mr. Blaustein, the middle school baseball coach, and this was by far the best season that I've had in my 4 years coaching. We had a lot of fun, which we've had just about every year, but this is the first year we won some games. So, you know, we won more than one game. Right now we've won 4. The season's still going. Got a lot of talent. And, you know, I think one of the biggest things about this team is that, you know, they played all the facets of the game. They pitched, they played defense, and they hit. So without further ado, I'll call the guys up. Michael Lasasa. John Ennegas. Brian Lawton. Michael Kiskevich. Adam Henderson. Michael, you can say it. Robin Glass. Tommy Butler. Jose Zuniga. Owen Swanbon. He's here. Robert Smethers. John Shaw. J.W. Ringette. Sean Primiano. Rex Pinson. A.J. Noble. Matthew Moriarty. Ryan Monahan. Matthew McDonald. I went too fast. Johnny Campbell. Noah DeCastro. Ben Denaro. Sean Duddy. Jose Duran. And that's our team. All right, and next up is Coach Joyce for the lacrosse team.
Hi, my name's Dan Joyce. I'm the lacrosse coach for Maynard, Bromfield, and Parker School. I wanted to thank Kevin this year for having a couple players come over our way, also for letting us have a game last week. It was a great venue to play out in the football field. We've got two players that play for us. The first guy is a special guy to me because I'm a new coach this year. And when you're a new coach and you come in and you don't know anybody from any of the schools, it's a little hard to get going, a little difficult to figure out what you have, and you need a guy you can count on, a guy that the other players look as a leader. And we found that from Maynard this year in Matt Lally. Matt has a passion for the game. He's a heck of a player, and every time he goes out in the field, he leaves it on the field. I don't know if Matt's here tonight, but he was named to the All-Star team. So, incredible feat. Our team went 9-9. Tomorrow we play in our first playoff game. We play Bedford, and we came in second place, which is a pretty big accomplishment. We haven't been to the playoffs since 2008, so they worked hard. The next guy is a young guy for us, and when you coach a freshman, you never know what you're going to get. This guy's a dependable player. He hustles, works hard, a player willing to listen and learn, a very skilled player. He actually plays on our man up. He's a big part of our future, and we look forward to having him for 3 more years. Joey Uglovich. So that's it. If we can get a couple more guys that come out from Maynard, it'd be great. So thank you.
All right, that concludes the presentation portion. Now we're going to move into the awards portion. I was lucky enough to draw the first straw for the boys' middle school Most Improved Award. This award goes to a kid who I really didn't know that well throughout the beginning of the year, and then I started noticing him in the weight room. I started noticing him in the basketball court before basketball started. Then I noticed him playing basketball and in the gym late at night, in the weight room around 5:30, 6 o'clock before I went home. And I encouraged him to go out for track. And he's a big kid, and I knew, with a big wingspan, and I knew that under Carl's guidance he would grow. He has a tremendous work ethic, tremendous ability, as seen by his tremendous improvement from the first meet throwing to the last meet, where he really almost qualified as a first-year 8th grader. So this year's Most Improved Award goes to Josh Darnalis.
All right. The winner of the Most Improved Award for the middle school baseball team is a guy who I had on the team last year, and he was a pretty solid baseball player, but he took his game to a whole nother level this year, had some huge hits for us, and he's really stepped up, one of the big leaders of the team, and the award goes to Sean Duddy. Congratulations. Great season. Still not over that.
All right, this player did everything that was asked of him this season to help the team. Due to several injuries throughout the season, this player was asked to play multiple different positions, including third base, shortstop, anywhere in the outfield, first base. He became a reliable, everyday player and helped our team when he was in the lineup, wherever he was. So this year's Most Improved Player goes to Thomas Geiger.
So I asked the girls to vote for Most Improved 7th or 8th grade JV softball player. And the votes for this player was overwhelming. This is a girl who came in, tried out for the team. I had never met her before. I knew her older brother. And she grew so much as a player. She, I think, probably was at every single practice. I could always count on her being there. She would try any position I asked her to. She became a real asset in the outfield for us, taking control of plays, getting to the ball when she needed, getting it back into the infield. At bat, I moved her all around the order, could always put her in a pinch, and it's my pleasure to present Softball Most Improved to Sydney Jacobson.
For our varsity softball Most Improved, I have to say everyone on this team really did improve this year, so this was probably the most competitive award to give out. This player is her first year on the team, and at the beginning of the year, especially before we even got outside, I don't think I would, she probably wasn't the most confident person in her skills, but as she just kept improving and improving and working hard, all of a sudden by the end of the year, I think she was one of the most intense players that we had, and just really gave it her all. And I honestly thought every time she would get up to bat that she was going to get a hit. Like, she was just that confident, and I think the rest of the team felt it too. This year she led us in hits with 29 total hits, and tied for first with extra base hits as well, and ended up hitting .397, and also caught every single inning, until the last game, but just about every single inning until we got a foul tip. My thumb still hurts. Yeah, sorry. So anyway, the Most Improved Award this year goes to Hannah Coleman.
For the Most Improved 7th or 8th grader, we had 15 different people receiving votes. This is amazing to me, as it shows that all of the athletes recognized each other's progress throughout the season. This year, the recognition goes to a young lady who came to us having no idea what track was all about. Yet she picked an event and managed to progress throughout the year. As a 7th grader, she took on what I feel is one of the hardest events a track athlete can compete in, the hurdles. Even more impressive is the fact that she was able to achieve a personal record every time she competed in both the 100 and 400 hurdles. I am thrilled to have her for the next 5 years and hope she picks up a field event for the future. The most improved middle school track athlete is Emma Rubio.
Oh, who is that? Emma Rubio.
Next awards, Unsung Hero Awards, softball.
So for varsity, our unsung hero, this girl kind of did everything for us this year. She pitched, she hit, she played outfield, all right, we all know who it is, it's Brittany, but, right, and sometimes at first base we needed her to go in there and she started diving all over the place, and she's just such a dirt dog out there and just gives it her all, one of the gutsiest players that we have for sure. Pitching-wise, she got at least 4 wins for us, 37 strikeouts in 44 innings, which is very impressive, and just a girl, every time at practice I look at her, she's always hustling, she's working hard, and she's making everyone else around her better. So it's my privilege to give the Unsung Hero Award to Brittany O'Neill.
So again, the 7th and 8th grade softball Unsung Hero Award was voted on by the team. This award is presented to a player who was so solid on the left side of the infield, shortstop, third base. She played both. Her bat was on fire by the end of the season. I think she hit probably 4 home runs. She hit 1 grand slam. She was always on, she was loud, she cheered, talked it up, and she was a great leader on the team. So softball unsung hero is Jordan Cedeno.
This player stepped up at the beginning of the season to take on the role as full-time catcher. Throughout the season, he was very reliable behind the plate, helping our pitchers. He also provided timely hits throughout the season. This year's unsung hero, Aaron Jacobson.
The winner of the Unsung Hero Award for the middle school baseball team this year was a guy who was the most reliable player defensively. Any ball that was hit to him, whether it was line drive, ground ball, pop-up, he got to it, made the plays. We moved him around the order, whether he was hitting the top or the bottom of the order, he was hitting, not afraid to go up against guys that were throwing gas, and he'd come through. The winner of this year's Unsung Award is Owen Swanbon.
The Unsung Hero Award for us is given to the athlete who is totally committed to the team and the sport. They're the one that you wouldn't always talk about or that isn't always in the limelight. Without this person, their experience on the team would be very different. The person goes above and beyond to support others, works hard, and gives her all in meets and in practices. I'm so excited for this young lady as she managed once again to set a school record, bettering her time every year since she was in the 7th grade. In addition, she is a sprinter and a high jumper who qualified for the class and district meet in all 3 of her events. Our Unsung Hero 2015 is Brenna Smith.
Our 7th, 8th grade Unsung Hero is presented to a young lady who gives 100% of herself every time she steps on the track. She comes to practice, works hard, hits the streets, the woods, wherever she needs to go to get an adequate workout in. I have to say, I am surprised sometimes by the maturity of the votes and impressed that these girls actually realize the hard work and commitment that their teammates show. As a 7th grader, she has managed to place in almost every meet this year on her own and with her relay team. Win or even place, she too has recorded many personal records with her best mile time in the league meet. I look forward to working with her for another 5 years. Our 7th, 8th grade Unsung Hero is Kate Den.
Congratulations, girl.
Congrats.
Feel the love. Feel the love.
The Middle School Unsung Hero Award goes to an 8th grader who's his 2nd year as a track athlete, and even last year I spotted him out, and he was always the one that was working the hardest, and I would always put him in front with the juniors and seniors, because the juniors and seniors don't think I'm smart, and they don't know that if they kind of don't run hard, but they like go like this, or make it believe that they're running hard and have a certain pace, that they're really working hard. But this person wasn't smart enough yet and would just run hard all the time. And you know, the juniors and seniors would often, I could hear them, don't go fast, because he would make them look bad. And you know, so he's a great kid. Never said anything about complaining. You wouldn't even really know he has a voice. He's not here tonight, but the Unsung Hero Award goes to Vincent Chen. The boys' Varsity Unsung Hero Award goes to a junior who I've seen over the years in a variety of sports as the athletic director, and he just has that, you know, athletic tenacity. Again, never speaks up. Just you ask him to do something, he does it. And he's almost, sometimes he looks like he's mean when he does it, but he's quiet, so I'm kind of, I don't want to confront him. He just does what he has to do. And this year, every year I always have a problem getting hurdlers. And I always get upset because the girls, they have 10 or 15 hurdlers. And both the 110s and the 400s, and I always just shake my head at the boys, and I want to say things that I can't say because I get in trouble. But this kid, again, I didn't have a hurdler the first meet for the 110s, and he came up to me and said, "I'll do them," and I just said, "Okay." And he really worked hard at the hurdles. He would do practice, and he actually qualified for the state qualifying meet. So, you know, he's a typical athlete that, you know, I want everybody to emulate. The Boys Unsung Hero Award goes to Zach Uglovich. Nice job, Zach. Coaches Award.
Coaches Award. This is a 3-year varsity player. This season, when 2 of our starters went down with injuries, he was asked to pitch much more than expected. After a shaky first start against a very good Austin Prep team, I think it was like 15-0, he came back to only give up 5 earned runs in 5 starts. This year's Coaches Award is senior captain Zach Borman. Next up, middle school baseball.
So the winner of the middle school boys baseball coaches award goes to a guy who was a solid pitcher, came up big in a few of our wins, played some solid outfield defense, some timely hitting, stole some bases, was aggressive on the base pass, which was one of the, leading by example, because a lot of our guys were very hesitant on the bases. This guy would get on and he would just go for second base, then go for third. The winner of the Coaches Award for this year is Ryan Monahan.
The Coaches Award is generally chosen through a decision between Coach Tardivo and I. However, the way this year's voting went, we had to consult with some higher authority to make a fair and adequate decision. This higher authority being Coach Nyholm, Coach Webb, and Jumpin' Jeff Andrews. The thing that made it difficult is that this person was not only voted for every category, but actually selected for one. But we were stingy and wanted her all to ourselves. It is rare that you have an athlete who is so dedicated not only to her sport, but to her teammates as well. This young lady has truly gone above and beyond for us this year. She entered an event upon my request so we could have a full team for the relays last year. This year, she is qualified for the class, won 4th place, and the districts in that event. Her event is the javelin, where she has won the league and the class champions this year. Take the day off to her means go up and run laps. Go to another school so that you can check out the surface because you're going to be throwing on that same surface in the district meet. She ran with another student in meets just to support and encourage her. She's the host of the Blue Meet to raise awareness for autism. I cannot say enough about this girl turned young lady right before our eyes. We're so proud of your accomplishments, so proud of the person that you've become, and so honored to have you have been part of this track team. We thank you, and we are proud to present the Coaches Award to Ricky Annabelle Dentino.
The Middle School Coaches Award is given to an athlete who is much harder on herself than her teammates or coaches ever could be. She comes to practice, works hard, and this hard work is shown in the way she races and the improvements we have seen in her times and distances. I am thrilled that her teammates saw the same thing in her. She runs distance, jumps, and is part of a relay team. She has managed to score multiple points and place in every meet, many times in all 3 events that she participates. I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for her. The award is presented to Emma Fitzsimmons.
This
We want the ice cream.
We'll trade you for the ice cream.
Congrats, Emma. Thank you.
The 7th, 8th Coaches Award goes to a kid who, again, I look to really step up. He did it unwillingly and with some reservations, but what I was asking him to do was really above and beyond. And I knew he was the type of kid that he wouldn't say no, and I needed someone to do something, and he would do it. So I kind of took advantage of his work ethic a little bit, but he did what he had to do. And sometimes he came up short, and I really wasn't disappointed in him, but he was disappointed in himself that he kind of let the team down, and that really wasn't the case. At one point I said to him, well, you're my go-to guy. And he said, but Coach, I don't want to be a go-to guy. And as an 8th grader, you can understand that, but he just went out and did it, and he really worked hard. And I wanted to recognize him for that, and really I'm going to be happy to see him continue track. He comes from a long line of track athletes, so he has big shoes to fill, but I know that he will do that. So this year's Coaches Award goes to Tommy Smith. Good job. The Varsity Coaches Award goes to an athlete who is out there every day, and he's there working hard. He's in the weight room after practice. He's usually the last one to leave at the end of practice, working on his jumps, and he's always looking for ways to improve. You tell him, you give him a drill to do, and he'll do it. And he really performed well this year. He's only a sophomore, and I'm looking forward to seeing him do some great things in the long jump and possibly break that long jump record. Although, unfortunately, I'm not sure if he's going to go to the state meet next year, even though he might qualify, just because he was subjected to the girls on the trip at the state qualifying meet. Just a little bit of an inside joke there. But this year's Boys Coaches Award goes to Paul Simeone. Nice job, Paul.
So the 7th and 8th grade Coaches Award goes to a player who's probably the most serious player on my team. She was very hard on herself as a player. She played a position this year that she probably, I would say, will never play at the varsity level. And I think that's probably something that she's happy about. But at the same time, we definitely needed her as catcher this year, and it was great to have her behind the plate. Her knowledge of the game and her ability to control the ball and to inspire the other girls on the team makes her worthy of the Coaches Award. This award goes to Anna Manning.
For varsity softball, our Coaches Award goes to another sophomore. This is her second year on varsity, and this girl, she's just someone who always just wants to work more and more. I mean, every time practice is over, she's asking for extra swings, or sometimes in the middle of practice, she tries to ask for them and steal turns from people. But she's just all the time just hustling, she's sliding, she's diving, she asks me to hit the ball harder at her. It's just someone that every coach wants to be able to coach, someone that's just so intense and gives it her all every time and really works to improve every day and really buys into that concept. For example, from last year, she doubled her batting average to a 500 average. She won 8 games this year pitching, and she pitched 20 more innings and gave up 20 less walks and 20 less hits. So in 72 innings, she struck out 60 players and had a 2.02 ERA. And pretty much everything that she's been doing, she's just getting better. It led the team in stolen bases as well. And I really enjoy coaching her every single day. And she's a pleasure to have in math class as well, most of the time. Okay. So the award goes to Emily McNulty, Coach of the Year. There you go.
Next awards are MVP Fields for track. The MVP Fields Boys Track Award goes to a kid who it was his first year coming out as a thrower. And I had this gentleman freshman year, and I can honestly say from freshman year to junior year, he has grown and matured very much, both in the classroom and outside as a mentor, as a leader. He's always in the weight room working out and asking me or Mr. Paliki about certain training tips, and really sets a good example for the rest of the athletes to really work hard in the off season and even during the season working out. And I knew that I wanted him to come out because I knew that he would benefit from, working with Coach Nyholm, and I knew that he would be able to thrive and pick up the sport. And I think he did really well. He surprised himself, and I hope that he continues next year, and I'm really looking forward to some great things next year as being one of the top throwers in the league. So this year's MVP Fields goes to Jared Cormier.
I just want to clarify that Paul enjoyed every minute of being with the girls Saturday. Didn't you, Paul? Sure. I knew he did. The serenading, all that fun stuff. Our most valuable player in the field area was set up many years ago to recognize the track athlete that may not be a standout in the running events, but serves her time with hard work, dedication, and self-improvements in one or more of the field events. This is the person who stands out in the area of long jump, triple jump, high jump, shot put, discus, or javelin. So those are the field events. The athlete chosen by her team this year is someone who works hard every day. She comes to practice ready to work, listens to her coach most of the time, and focuses on the task at hand. She is undefeated in the league dual meets in both the shot and discus, and represented us in the state qualifying meet this past Saturday in both. She was 5th place in the discus. In addition, she is a great supporter, role model, and inspiration for her fellow throwers. Our MVP field this year is Ashley Chasen. She'd be even better if she listened to her mother more, too, I think. And if her grandmother was there. It's a family thing. They push her. See, they're waving to you, Ashley.
For varsity softball, our team MVP this year is someone who led the team not only offensively but defensively as well. This girl, as a freshman, hit .440 and led the team, or tied with the lead in extra base hits with 9 doubles, led the team in home runs with 3 over-the-fence home runs this year, led the team with 25 RBIs and 25 runs scored, so that's 50 runs right there. Defensively, she played shortstop every game this year, and she's one of those players that I think the pitchers can agree every time that the ball was hit in her general direction, it was just like, okay, good, there's an out. Like every single time the ball was in the air, on the ground, anywhere near her, we're like, she got it, it's good, we can move on to the next play now. This girl also just very mature. I mean, you would look at her last year as an 8th grader, she was on varsity as well, and the other coaches never believed me when I said she was in 8th grade. No, she's a junior. Just not only does she look older, but just the way she composes herself and she carries herself just with such maturity. And I really think that all the players look up to her just for guidance on and off the field. And she also had a way to, during the huddle, really make sure that we're ready to hit on our game, so thank you. Anyway, I think we all know that the team MVP is going to Alyssa Ehrenfried. Don't trip. There you go. Nice job. There you go.
MVP baseball. This player batted .545 to lead all of Central Mass in hitting. He led our team in hits, doubles, and RBIs with 22. He also posted a 6-1 record on the mound with 38 strikeouts and a 1.14 ERA. This year's MVP of Maynard High School baseball and co-MVP of the league, Brennan Dyer. And next year's captains, Brett Usher, Thomas Geiger.
Sorry, I just wanted to announce my captains, which I forgot to do. Also, our All-Stars, I'm just waiting to hear from the league. We sent in our stats and all that, so I'll get those to you as soon as we know. But our captains for next year, we have 3 seniors, and they're all great girls and great leaders, so congratulations to Brittany O'Neill, Franny Schaffel coming back, and Emily Thayer.
When I have the girls vote, I ask them to think about the person they believe best represents the track athlete. The person who gives 110% of themselves 110% of the time. This young lady has been with us for 5 years and exemplifies all the qualities of a track athlete. She truly gives her all every time she steps foot on the track. In her career, she has run an array of events, all the jumps, sprinting, middle distance. This year, her 400, 200, triple, and long jump helped us to many victories on many occasions. She took first place in all 4 events. It's not commonplace to qualify for class, district, states in any event. Somehow, we're blessed with an athlete who made it look commonplace, but this young lady qualified for class and districts in all 4 of her events. In addition, she managed to break not 1, but 2 school records this season. She now holds the long jump record at 16.9 and the triple jump record at 34.11. She is truly a track athlete, and I'm excited to award her with this season's MVP, Shannon Smith. So, Tommy, I think you're the only Smith that doesn't have a school record. You better get on that. You've got some time. You'll do it. Our captains for next year are Liza Caldecott, Ashley Chasen, and Shannon Smith.
The James F. Owen Boys Track MVP Award goes to a kid who, again, a lot of the kids on the team exemplify hard work, so this was a difficult decision to pick the awards. That is a little bit of a disclaimer. I didn't have the kids' vote. I picked. And, you know, going back and forth to decide who I think deserves the award, not necessarily because he had the most points, but because of his work ethic, his great example. And someone that is kind of quiet myself, I appreciate the fact that this leader just kind of led by example. He didn't really say too much to anybody, but kids knew that he worked hard. A couple times before the race would start, you'd hear kids, this kid is really good, he's nasty at it, he really works hard. And so that really goes to show that these athletes recognized his hard work and his ability. He ran a tough race, and he also threw in the field event, so which is also very difficult to do. And he worked hard at both, and he excelled at both, and he ended up earning the most points on the team. And he's a 3-sport athlete. He's a great kid, and he'll do great things in the future. The James F. Owen Boys Track MVP Award goes to Eric Frank.
I have one more presentation to give. We have an assistant coach who comes up and helps us out all the time, and her last name is going to be changing on June 20th. So the track team wanted to give a little gift to Miss Tardivo, who's getting married on June 20th.
One announcement from the Booster Club. The Booster Club has stadium seats for sale out front for $25. They will also be available this Thursday at the Senior Awards Night. I just want to close by thanking the seniors on the stage. I've had the pleasure of being the athletic director for the last 3 years and really have seen all the athletes grow and mature, and I just wish you the best of luck, and I just urge you to keep the life lessons that you learn in sports in mind. When the going gets tough, you don't quit, you don't find excuses, you just keep on going, do the best you can every day, and just look to improve yourself every day. So just please remember that, and I wish you the best of luck. I just want to, again, close by thanking everybody, and to the younger athletes, just really work hard and look at the, hey guys, I'm not done yet. I got like 20 more minutes. Real quick, I really need to stress, off season, work hard, weight room, run, and you got to get better. Don't be satisfied with the accomplishments today. The summer is long, but it's plenty of time to work out and work hard. So keep that in mind. Thank you, and have a good night.